What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. My name is DFree. Here today, we have some gameplay of the STR Majin Buu. Now, the unit is not out currently at the time of the recording. He does come out later today. Well, tomorrow, I would say. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, this is not my gameplay, first and foremost. My boy Hydros did send me this gameplay, so make sure you check him out. Link will be down below in the description for his YouTube. He also goes ahead and, updates the art and all that stuff for the game over on Twitter, so make sure you check that out as well. Link will be down below in the description. He has secret techniques, quote unquote, that allow him to manipulate the in-game files and access units early, etc., etc. So that being said, could be, I don't know, could be a server, whatever. I don't care. Anyways, we have some gameplay. Had him produce this team for me. So the thing about the team is we are utilizing the Super Buu's secondary leader skill. We did not have access to, by the way, on a side note, another Super Buu because, the unit's not out yet in the game. So what I wanted to try to do to make up for that a little bit was to bring, a multitude of supports or things like that. Like right now, this is a full support rotation. To bring up some supports that would kind of help to make up for that deficiency, even though it's not exactly the same thing because it doesn't calculate the same way. So no, Rose is not in this category. If you want to know more about this unit and the category and all that stuff, I had a video breakdown. The link will be down below in the description. So I went over all that, the category, all the new units, there's a bunch of them. But Rose, at the very least, does get 3 key 90% boost from the leader, so that was a very smart decision from Bandai. It allows for this team to be a little bit more, efficient as far as key is concerned, especially with units like Kid Buu running around and stuff like that, who's actually about to pop up now on a very bad rotation. And the thing about the Frieza, by the way, again, couldn't access the leader, so the Frieza naturally is in the category, so he'll get a boost, but I'm using his villain leader skill, so the HP, attack, and defense is about 30% weaker. So if you guys want to see more of this, by the way, in the comments, let me know in the comments down below. Of course, this is not my gameplay, so I'm not really playing right now, but I had him build this team for me. Ultimately, what we want to see is we want to get the two Buus together and then go from there. So the Super Buu is very, very, very powerful, ultimately. Should be able to output very well. One thing I will tell you, aside from plugging the other video and telling you to watch that, is that after 5 turns is when the Majin Buu starts to transform. He'll go into either of the 3 transformations depending on how much HP you have. For example, if he were to transform right now, he would literally go Buuhan. So next turn we see him, by the way, he will immediately go into Buuhan, assuming we don't dip below 80% HP by then. So we'll get a very, very early peak at Buuhan. So that's really good. Seems like the transformations, they're getting turn locked. They always have been for the most part, but it's nice to be able to guarantee it for the most part. But before then, he only has an 80% attack and defensive passive. So he will go ahead and eliminate Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And then this round, of course, he will not be here, like I said. And then the following round, he should be. Now, contrary to Goku and Frieza, he doesn't do the transforming every turn thing. Like I said, it's after 5 turns. So I believe that was either the 4th turn or the 3rd turn. I was talking a little bit. So if the next turn happens to be the 4th one, which it could be because I'm seeing second form Frieza now. In fact, it probably is. He'll definitely transform the following turn. We should get to see that at the bare minimum, though, because Gogeta does still have another phase as well. So we're going to take a super attack here, and Frieza's attack stats about 1.5 million, so that's pretty solid, too. Stay tuned for a team building guide for this category as well. A lot of villain units are in here, so that's very nice. It makes it very easy to build a good team around this unit, especially with the multitude of good free-to-play or tournament-specific options that the team has as well. So we actually don't eliminate him, which is really good. Okay, I was right. We are going to transform. No, Gohan, what? Okay, that's actually pretty dope, though. That's a really cool transformation. Like I said, we transformed immediately. So we have best case scenario. We have, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, I see what he's doing. He has to because the key's bad. See, even then, Kid Buu's links are still striking. Oh, my goodness. The fact he is lacking, the Majin link should be some sort of a, oh, my goodness. Of course, Kid Buu will finish it. Wow. Great job, Kid Buu. The Majin link should be some sort of a key link, It sucks that it's an offensive link. There we get a glimpse of Kid Buu's power. We didn't have any sort of attack support active there. But the good news is we're getting access to literally all those links. The wall standing tall, all those links that are not very common, we are getting access to. But the Kid Buu's links did strike there badly just because of the fact that we were key deficient. And you saw him kind of switching back and forth wait a minute, what do I do? Good news is this rotation definitely won't finish it off, but this freeze is going to hit really hard on a side note. Yeah, this rotation definitely won't finish it off, so we will get Buhan next round. Hopefully we get to see the Buhan's damage output. It'll be a good scenario too, because we'll get access to see how powerful he will be. Now, it didn't really matter in the first scenario because we only had access to Rose, but what will happen is we won't have access to any sort of supports because unfortunately a couple of them are here. He's still trying to sort out the rotations. Unfortunately, started off with really bad rotations. And then from there, we should have a support every single turn between the Frieza, the Cell, and the Rose. So we're getting Frieza here on this turn, transforming. Frieza linked up with the Buhan should be what we need to get the links active. So he's going to see what he can do here. I think that's a super right there if he goes up down the middle. I think that's a super. That should be a super. Straight down for the... Oh, my goodness. Straight down for the middle should be a super. But I guess he didn't see it. That's fair. He still gets a super here anyway. Even at Kid Buu additional supers, you know, it should work out. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong and it wasn't going to burst the way I thought it would down the middle. But either way, we're getting a super here and that is fine. So we're going to get our first glimpse at the Buhan's power. And hopefully we get a critical hit as well on this attack. So right here, Gogeta's going to super attack us. We're going to see a little bit of Kid Buu's defense that he doesn't really have, but natural defenses are a thing. So 1.8 million attack stat for this guy. And, oh my gosh, that super attack looks nice. I love the close-ups, man. So 756,000 damage. Not very impressive, but I'm not going to hold him to the fire because of that, right? Because we know it's later on in the event. He didn't get a crit or anything like that. Frieza, for example, only did 500,000, and we know Frieza's a lot better than that. Kid Buu also had type advantage. I don't really think he supered at all, if I recall correctly. But, like, you know, I'm not going to hold him to the fire because of that. That's just the very first glimpse. Neutral damage. All in all, he is not very offensive off the jump, so the earlier attack didn't count either for the most part here. But if you look at it, and also, again, remember that we are 30% weaker attack-wise. That's another thing. Remember we are weaker attack-wise because we couldn't bring the exact same leader, but I did want to show this for you guys, and of course we'll be back when I summon for the unit and hopefully get him. So moving on, we are going to take on this event, and we're going to see him with type advantage towards the end of this event and earlier on right now off the jump, actually. So we also have access to the support I was talking about. We will have support hopefully now for the entirety. It looks like we're going to get a Dokkan attack here as well. Yeah, we're getting a Dokkan attack here. So let's see what he can do. He has access to his links. He has access to the Cell support from the World Tournament. And hopefully we get a critical hit here on this Dokkan attack. So optimal scenario. I'm very happy that we have this unit to begin this turn. Oh, we missed number 6. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see what we get here. Attack stats at 1.7, which is really good, actually, considering he only has an 80% increase. You know, that's the only issue with this Super Buu for 5 turns, which, of course, it counts the turns he's not there. Oh, snap. Almost 4 million. No crit. That's dope. Very good output. It counts the turns he's not there, so it's not that bad. But, you know, it's kind of weird. His output isn't the best. So next time we see him, we won't get the chance to transform. He actually started off in a great scenario last time because he started off in the 3rd slot. So starting off in the 3rd slot does the exact same thing it does for the Tech Frieza and the Goku, because what happens is you get to that turn a little bit faster. So he starts off on turn 3, you put him on rotation, then he comes back on turn 5 and immediately transforms like he did last time. And then this time around what's going to happen is he's going to show up right here. He won't be transforming until turn 6, actually, on this event because, well, he won't be here for turn 5. So we'll see what happens. It looks like it's not too hard to maintain the Buhan transformation, though. I didn't tell him to go out of his way to take hits and things like that to try to trigger the other transformations. I just told him to utilize the Super Buu and see what he can do. So here we have the defensive passive increase from Rose and the 3 key. You see what happens with these supports. It allows Kid Buu, who, even though he can get all these attack links and stuff, literally 2 million attack there, he gets all these links and stuff, he still, unfortunately, just struggles for key, and that really sucks. Every team he's on has that exact issue. And again, I'm going to point it out again, damage is a little bit lower than it would be otherwise. Just 30% difference in later skill. That's just, it is what it is. So, same for defense. They tank a little bit better. He's actually going to get hit really hard here because it's going to, never mind. Okay. I was going to say it's going to reduce his defense, but never mind. So 1.5 rounded up. So that's this unit's natural attack at 100% because he didn't get any sort of attack increase from Rose there. Now, I have to pull it up, but I don't believe that he has access to big bad bosses, which would be another thing that, you know, he's not really going to get access to, because first and foremost, we're not dipping on HP. These, yeah, he does not have it. Maybe his transformation has it. I don't know. I have to pull that up otherwise. These units that, you know, heal and stuff like that, and Big Bad Boss just isn't a thing, really. It's just really not a thing. Oh, looks like he's probably going to try to get one of the other transformations here, which is fine by me if we get another one. I don't really mind. We'll see what happens. If he gets hit with a super here, it looks like he's going for it, though, because, I mean, he put the supports in position to get hit. And there is a super, actually, so we will probably get BUU tanks here. Yeah, that's BUU tanks. Actually, we might dip a little low and dip into Piccolo area. Depending on how hard Tech Cell gets hit. Thankfully, that Frieza did not super attack on the additional. All right, there goes a crit there. That's fine. Yeah, we're going to dip into BUU tanks here, I think. I think the threshold is between 50 and 79. Yep, BUU tanks. This is dope. I really like this. Oh, wait, can he be attack debuffed? I think he can be. Wait, this was actually very smart. Because BUU tanks, I think, will be the hardest hitting form here. Because he can be debuffed. Oh, this is smart. Oh, but he can't do it. Ah, he can't debuff him. Ah, he can't do it. Ah, it's so the thing about these units is if this BUU tanks is anything like the LR Goku and Frieza, I'm pretty sure still super attack debuffs the opponent's attack. Is that really a cut and paste of the other one? Why? God, I hate when they do that. Yeah, the 1 million damage. If he's anything like Goku and Frieza, you know, they debuff the opponent, but that debuff actually, attack reduction, it doesn't count towards that actual attack. It gets calculated at the start of their super attack. So they would need to already be reduced attack. So that kind of sucks. But all in all, though, BUU is going to be really good. He's going to be really good because, again, I'll keep pointing it out, but when we get him access to his actual team and things like that, he's going to output very well, do very solid damage. So huge shout out to Hydros once again. That is it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Have an awesome day, and I will catch all of you in the next one.